Okay, welcome back to the channel, Hobby One Kenobi. Thanks for joining me on another quarantine build. Like the previous video about the scimitar, this build was also inspired by a book that I had acquired as a younger person called Israel's Armor Might, and again Concord Publications. Really a fantastic book. Like I said, inspired this build and actually inspired another build, which I'll be showing you shortly. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And here's the build. I purchased it as I was finishing up the scimitar and knew I wanted immediately to build another AFV Club model. So this is the M60A1. I believe it's pronounced Magach 6B. Impressive kit, very large box, and really wonderful. I had a lot of fun with it. I got to work out some weathering techniques, namely the idea of highlighting, or I should say dry brushing, but instead of using highlights, you use a slightly darker color, and that's how I was able to achieve this weathered effect that you can see on some of the panels. I did work with pastels, as you can see in the wheels here, and in the inside of the hull. The tracks I don't believe came with the kit. I'm pretty certain they are AFV Club, but they came separately. And let me just talk about a few aspects of this build, or a few things that I changed to this build. So right up the front here we have tarps made out of Magach sculpt. And this stretcher, I didn't like the stretcher that came in the kit. It seemed just too molded, so I went ahead and cut out some of the parts for it, but then laid it inside. This is either paper or tissue. I have another tarp on the other side here, held down by string. As I typically like to do, I thinned out the flaps on the front and the back. There are some bolts here that I've added. Let's see, what else? Oh, tarps here on the front of the grenade launchers. I scratch built these bags here. There's 1, 2, 3 in the turret. And then also made some sleeping bags out of Magach sculpt. The mesh for the net in the back did take some work to get it to fit just right. In fact, the bracing itself needed to be reset several times. The paint is a mixture of Tamiya khaki and I believe a medium gray, and I felt I was able to achieve this very typical sand color, gray sand color that we see on these vehicles. The emblems here are, they were masked and then airbrushed. This was a very fun build. I highly recommend this kit. AFV Club makes an outstanding model. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit subscribe.